Oh, wow, guys, Crusaders, Highlanders. What a match in the end. Now, I've got here, I predicted before the match, I thought that the Crusaders would win this by 10. I just thought both teams hadn't been playing particularly well in the Super Rugby season, but I just thought that the Crusaders have been playing in the last few games better than the Highlanders. I also got noted here, I was not I thought it was going to be a good game, but I didn't. I thought it was going to be one of those sort of old-fashioned Northern Hemisphere style games from 10 years ago. Just keep it in the forwards. The backs hardly even touch the ball. Yeah, pretty boring to watch for us Southern Hemisphere type rugby followers. I was a bit wrong about this game, though, wasn't I, guys? Look, that first sort of quarter, the intensity of it, the physicality, but big for me was the speed. Wowee, especially that first few minutes. Got the backs were just getting the ball and just chucking these bullets. Then all of a sudden the ball was over at the touchline and then back to the sort of the first receiver and then another bullet to the other side. Whew. How are these guys keeping up with the speed? Wasn't it great, guys? First sort of big notable part of the game, a pretty good try to Lear, and that took it to 8-0 to the Highlanders 6 minutes in. The next big play of the game, Falau Fakatava made a pretty good try-saving tackle, but he didn't release the ball. Yellow card, sent to the naughty chair for 10 minutes. Sevu Reece responded pretty well with a good try to the Crusaders. Yeah, and again, the defence from the Highlanders was very, very impressive and notable. Look, they were accurate, they were aggressive, the cover defence was spot on. Yeah. Again, another pretty well executed try to the Highlanders, and yeah, in the end, halftime result 26-14 to the Highlanders. Guys, at that point, I just thought the way the Highlanders were defending and the way the Crusaders were attacking and playing in general, I just thought that this was going to be a tough ask for the Crusaders to come back after half time. The Crusaders responded after half time. There was a pretty good try by Sevu Reece, and ultimately the next play of the game, 64 minutes in, 26-22 to the Landers. And again, man, that Highlanders defence was what I thought was really impressive. They were hungry for this game. You could just see that their cover defence, the physicality and their tackling, their rush defence. Wasn't it impressive, guys? And then sort of the last 10 minutes of the game, a couple of penalties to the Landers, taking it to 32-22. And then a last try in the last sort of few minutes of the game, 32-29 to the Highlanders, guys. Oh, not a result that I would have predicted, but one hell of a match, wasn't it, guys? Yeah, for me, Crusaders, they're just going to have to go back to the drawing board. And a couple of weeks ago, I still thought they had a chance in the top 8. After this result, guys, I'm really starting to question whether the Crusaders are good enough to make the top 8 in the Super Rugby comp. Yeah, and the future for Rob Penny. If the Crusaders, one of the most successful Super Rugby franchise in New Zealand and of all time, can't make the top 8 with a new coach and still pretty good players, where does that leave Rob Penny, guys? Let me know your thoughts on that. Another interesting thing I've got noted here was innovation-wise, which is quite an interesting one. Guys, how good are these line-outs where they're doing these overthrows? And look at the future games. How many of them, both sides, they just have the hooker just throw it straight down the middle and it'll go sort of 5-10 metres over that last jumper, and it's either caught by a forward coming round to catch it, or a midfielder will come up from the 10-metre line and take it behind that line out. But what's really interesting is how effective it is. Guys, I don't think I've seen a line out be lost by the attacking team that's done an overthrow like that and been caught behind the final jumper. A really interesting innovation. Are we going to see that at international level, guys? Yeah, for me, guys, players to watch. Look, Falau Fakatava. Whew. To me, this was the best game I've seen of him all season, without doubt. Look, he was fast, he was snipey and darty around the breakdown. His running ability was very effective. He was very effective on defense. He's quite physical, isn't he? To me, guys, if he can keep this form up going into the final rounds, he's got to be in that All Blacks fold. Guys, Levi Almoa. Oh, isn't it? It's really, it's sad. It's genuinely really sad. Look, at the start of the year, he was a really exciting player for me. I thought, yes, Levi Almoa, he's going to be in the All Black fold. Second five all centre. He's a genuine up-and-coming athlete. Physical, powerful, fast, a genuinely great skill set. But, at least twice in that game, he made defensive misreads. The Highlanders broke through the midfield. And guys, if people like us are noticing these things about Levi Moore, imagine just what those All Black selectors are spotting with him. Yeah, again, really disappointing, really sad for him. I just thought this, I scratched my head about this, and I just think that this Crusaders side is their style of play and the way that team is operating is just not working that well for Levi Almoa at the moment. Finally, look, Cam Miller, wasn't he a rising star for the Highlanders? Look, his game management was superb, his kicking, his defense was solid. Yeah, he was really effective tonight for the Highlanders, wasn't he? Guys, look, what an absolute blockbuster, wasn't it? This has definitely been one of the best games I've seen all season in these Super Rugby derbies. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and add your comments on the match. Cheers.